He
Okay.
has a big chest.
Big chest.
Yes.
What do you think about his weight?
Well,
Do you have thoughts on it?
yeah, that's a conundrum. Once you start having bad rear legs, you have to keep him on the thin side.
Right.
But you don't want him so thin that he's not getting enough protein and nutrition. I am a proponent of giving them as much fresh food as you possibly can, fresh cooked, or
Do you feed raw?
I used to feed raw. I know that it's beneficial, and I know that they really do well on raw. I see dogs. I can compare, raw to dried food, and the difference is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between raw and cooked, I don't see that much of a difference.
Fresh cut.
Fresh cooked, as long as it's fresh cooked. So what I kind of do, because I am lazy and in a rush, I toss a chicken into the crock pot or a chicken into the pressure cooker, and I feed them that with a no grain kibble, because the grain, they just don't do well, digesting the grain.
Right. We're on a no grain product, but we did raw for a while, and it was fantastic. We can't afford it. We have 3 labs.
Yeah, it is expensive. You have to really shop for sales, and
well, our butcher was grinding the bone up into it for us.
Oh yeah.
And pre-packing it and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, because I wasn't going the route of grinding it myself, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So having a 4-year-old in the house and a little concerned about raw food.
Yeah,
around
it's all over the floor.
Yeah. But we sure noticed a difference in him, but I just didn't know about his weight right now. And my husband and I disagree on that all the time. I think our dog, Debbie, he thinks they look great. So.
Yeah. You can feel fat pockets, and where dogs will get a fat pocket is in their chest.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel a little bit of a one here. It's not horrible, and yes, it's besides the lumps and bumps. It's not nothing to do with lumps
it's
and
not
bumps.
those. Yeah.
The other area that they get fat pockets is in the butt, on top of the cheek, and then around the waist. It's not bad, but maybe a pound or two, not a lot. But you do need to see them be a little bit bigger. There's so many different ways to look at it. I'm doing the cooked. I kind of follow the recipes of, what's that lady's name? I'll think of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like, because I'm just so busy, I like it's called Natural Instinct or Instinct.
The food instinct.
Yeah.
Yep.
No grain. It's just real easy to do, and I can add the cooked meats to it.
So you do both of them then. So how do you not overfeed when you combine both of them? You just find a balance?
Yeah. A couple of the different books have for the weight of your dog, how much should they be getting, and it's kind of like people, how many calories, how much protein, the weight of the dog, and it should be the desired bowl weight. Do your vets do raw or fresh cooked or anything like that? Really, the one that does acupuncture, no, that doesn't.
Not that I've asked them all, and at the time when I was seeing the quote unquote natural vet, we were in the middle of a different issue. So I don't know if I've talked to Desiree about her beliefs, but no, it's interesting how most of the vets seem to be anti-raw. So we're all big science diet proponents.
I know.
I guess it's the money and sponsorship or whatever, but anyway.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting.
We saw a huge difference in their coat and in their physique, I guess. But it's just too expensive.
Yeah.
But instinct. But then to supplement with.
And I think the reason that I don't have a problem is because I do cook instead of doing the raw. I'm not here to. There is a lot of truth to adding raw to dry food can cause their coat to get up
combine them,
Yeah.
it makes their stomach process two different ways, and
Right.
creates more
More gas
issues.
and potential bloat.
Right.
And with the big dogs, you really gotta be careful of that bloat.
But you wouldn't have that with the twist then, would you?
I have it.
Okay. Great. It's the processing of pure raw versus, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, he's ready for his toy.
Oh, he's sitting on it.
That's okay.
Ready? He is ready for his toy, literally.
So,
We'll look into the instincts then. I know I've read about that one too when we were investigating
I
options for
really
twistable.
liked it. Wellness Core has a pretty nice chemical.
Okay.
What is that?
Well, there's different ANOVAs and
Yeah, and Nova has a good one.
grain. They all now seem to have a grain.
Yeah, I think pretty much all of them are getting a grain-free product. But I do think that they need to have protein.
The extra protein that's in the grain free, that with the additional cooked food.
Yeah.
And you're talking chicken. Do you do beef as well, or just chicken?
Well, see, now there you start getting into what food sensitivities your dog may have.
I mean, we were doing, beef and chicken when we were doing the butcher. So, no issues there, but I didn't know.
Well, there's a couple of different things that people don't realize can be a sign of food sensitivity. Licking their paws, licking their rear end.
Right.
Tearing at their belly, chewing on their belly,
Right.
stuff like that. And a food sensitivity doesn't mean it's an allergy sensitivity. Okay. But there is a book called Four Paws, Five Directions or something like that, and it's all Chinese, and I think it's Dr. Cheryl Schwartz, and it talks about what food heats the body and cools the
Right.
body, things
Yeah,
like
some
that.
are hot foods that I knew, and then I guess like salmon and some are good for the dog.
Yes.
But I don't know about cooked versus, so I'll start.
Well, and there's another veterinarian whose name I can't remember, who wrote a book about how dogs should eat what they were originally bred
Right.
to deal with in Labrador would be efficient. Okay, I guess we can go again.
Okay. He's like, come on now.
I like working with a vet on it if you can get a vet that will work with
I'll
that.
have to call Dr. Garcia again, but the other two were not into raw.
Yeah.
Which is too bad, but that's all the research that I did said most vets would be that way.
Yeah, and kind of what I found is if the veterinarian takes the time to go for higher education, they get a NU or a CN after their DVM for clinical nutrition or nutritionist.
Okay, so they might be more open
They're
to
more open to discussing all the different foods
that are beneficial for the dog. Yeah.
Like what's this doctor's name? I think it's either Dr. Patterson or I think Dr. Stoltz has an NU after her name. She talks food. She's all raw. That's Dr. Stoltz.
Yeah, I definitely need to get these names right.
Yeah. I mean, she's completely all raw, and I'm just like, I can't do all raw.
No, and that's it. I absolutely am a proponent. He missed. Yeah, you started rubbing and he relaxed. It was great. I mean, the dog's weight was good. But anyway, they seemed more ravenous when they were on it, but maybe just flat out more exciting.
Yeah,
More excited.
I think a lot of that is excitement.
Yeah.
It's like, woo!
Oh yeah. But then, just adding the veggies and all that stuff in there too was just a bit overwhelming.
It's time consuming.
At the time we had 4 dogs, so
I mean,
thank goodness they're all about the same size, so they all pretty much got about the same quantity. But
that is good. I mean, I feel like my dogs have done really well on the cooked meat and the kibble. And then for emergencies, like when I have a pet sitter, I use the highest quality canned meat I can afford, just because
your dog.
Cook and, I
Okay.
mean, you can barely get them to feed their right mouth.
I love those. I don't remember the maker of the ones. We were doing that before we went to raw, adding it to the kibble. And it was called like turducken and turkey dinner. And
Oh
it
yeah,
was all, who does that?
Merrick.
Merrick, thank you. We love the Merrick mixes.
Yeah, and you know
just
what?
the names alone.
There's,
They have the bones.
what is it? The Hold On Journal. They do a review on all these different foods, and Merrick got really high reviews.
Did it? Oh, okay.
Really high reviews.
But we were supplementing the kibble with then some yummy treats of that for quite a while.
Yeah, the Instinct gets really high reviews on the can. The Solid Gold gets high reviews.
Yeah.
Okay. Canova. I know. You just kind of pick your favorites and stop. That little.
I'm just gonna back up and sit on you. Okay.
Order. Boy, I wish somebody would put me in the pool in the closet.
No kidding.
Okay, as much as you're insisting, I think we better have you go first.
Okay.
Look how strong he's using that tail. Yay! Good! Using a nice swimmer, sir. He's using his tail. He's being a good rudder. I'm just going to swing around.
Yep.
Go again.
Okay.
But, see, the reason he's getting me with that tail is because he's using it more as a rudder, and he's also using it to help me stand up.
Okay.
He's really utilizing a lot more. Okay, rest. Get a rest. Rest. Took water on that thing, didn't you, Beth? Yes, you did. How's
I
that?
don't know how dogs, if they can close their throat or what they do to not swallow water as they swim, but. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, my German Shepherd, he would swim